The 44th Daytona 500 is brought to you by Pontiac. Can you handle a Pontiac Grand Prix? By Kellogg's Cereals, the official breakfast food of NASCAR. By the Home Depot, NASCAR's home improvement warehouse. And by Budweiser, with the crisp, clean, refreshing taste you'll find in no other beer.
Daytona, the field coming to the 1 to go signal, and I am shocked nobody's coming in to top off the fuel tank.
Well, I am too. I don't know that it's going to make any difference. I don't know that 2 laps under the caution flag is going to make any difference on making it.
Well, some of the guys in the back of the field think it is. Terry Labonte, Jerry Nadeau, Joe Nemechek, Jeffrey Bodine are coming in to top off the gas, but all of the leaders have stayed out. Jeff Burton and Kurt Busch, 2 of the Roush cars, ran 61 laps on a tank of fuel earlier, Bill.
Yeah, Alan, the guys at the back have nothing to lose, as you know, by coming in. But here's the deal up front. It's just so difficult to pass. A lot of these guys are willing to take the gamble that there will be another caution, or that A, they'll all make it, or B, they all will not. Some of the Fords seem to think they can make it. Some of the Chevys and the Pontiacs aren't too sure. Matt?
Bill, that's exactly the same case down here in the 29 pit of Kevin Harvick. I talked to Kevin Hamlin, the crew chief. I said, are you going to come in and go for a gas and go? He says, I'd hate to give up the track position. We're just going to have to wait and see what everybody else does.
Well, you know, the Roush cars historically get the best fuel mileage, so they're sitting pretty good right now.
And the only thing that's going to hurt them if there's another caution flag, because if there is another caution flag, they'll have to stop and put on 4 fresh tires, because the cars are so much better with the newer tires on the car. Dave, what are they saying down in your pits?
Well, I'm with Bill Wilburn. He's the crew chief for Rusty Wallace. Now, it seems to me you've been getting about 50 laps out of a fuel run, but you've got to go 59 now. How come you didn't come in and top off?
We pitted at 62 to go, and with the caution laps and our fuel mileage has gotten a little bit better as the day's gone on. We tried to free the car up a little bit. I think we'll be okay.
All right, that's a word from Bill. By the way, he's got his helmet and fire suit on. He's still going over the wall changing tires for Rusty.
The key word there being think.
Just past 350 miles.
Sterling got a good start there, didn't he?
Sterling Marlin leads. Kevin Harvick is second. Jeff Gordon is third. Kurt Busch is fourth. Elliott Sadler is fifth. Rest of the top 10 are Bill Elliott, Ward Burton, Rusty Wallace, Michael Waltrip, and Ricky Rudd.
And now Sterling has the lap car of Robert Presley between himself and Kevin Harvick and Jeff Gordon. Is that going to make a difference?
Or will that bite him if they all line up and go by?
32 cars on the lead lap after 350 miles. 11 different leaders, 16 lead changes today. And we've just wrapped up the 5th caution of the afternoon. Bill, talking a lot about strategy. What do you hear?
Well, here's the deal, Alan. Before that caution came out, a lot of guys were looking at going 55 laps. So I did a random survey down here, and the feeling was that you really wanted to be inside that 55-lap window to be sure you could make it. In fact, I asked crew chiefs, if you stop with 55 to go, can you make it? And I got a lot of, yeah, I'm really sure, I think. And now they had to stop earlier than that. So it's going to be a real gamble for some of these guys coming down to the checkers if it stays green.
Yeah, and that's the big if. That's the gamble that a lot of the crew chiefs are betting on, that it won't stay green to the finish. Look at the run Kevin Harvick has.
He's got a great run on Presley. With help from Jeff Gordon, he goes by that lap car.
Robbie Loomis, Jeff Gordon's crew chief, looking on, plotting his strategy. Two-time 500 winner in 3rd place.
And you don't have a chance when you're a lap down. I mean, basically, these guys, you don't exist if you're a lap down in this race. They don't want to run with cars that are lap down.
Autotrader.com sponsors our move of the race. Have you seen the move of the race yet?
I don't think so.
Nope. Think it's still to come?
I think it is still to come.
Best move we've seen so far?
The move of the 40 crew the last time, keeping them out front.
I agree. But we think the best is yet to come. It usually is that way in the Daytona 500. Kevin Harvick started second, fell back into the field. Matt, he's back up to second now.
And he's on the move, but the biggest concern down in this 29 pit, Alan, is fuel conservation. Jerry Haley, Danny Lawrence, and Kevin Hamlin have poured over the computer, then walked away, walked back, looked at it again, walked away because it still didn't have the answer they wanted. How much do you think 1/10 of a gallon would cost you today? And how much do you think it would be worth?
1/10 of a gallon could cost them
$1 million.
At least $750,000.
Winner's share of today's race, $1.3 million.
But these drivers aren't thinking about $1.3 million. They're thinking about winning the Daytona 500.
Or conserving fuel. It's hard to conserve fuel. I mean, especially in this deal, you got to keep your foot down. If you start cranking off the throttle to save fuel, you got about 40 guys who are going to pass you.
Elliott Sadler, back in 5th place, has done a terrific job today. The Wood Brothers car started in 41st position, Dave.
And remember, he finished 3rd here in July, last July, Alan. So that 21 car is running very, very well. I talked to Pat Trice and his crew chief. They're a one-car team. I said, well, who do you think will work with you? Because Pat told me they needed help. Well, he says, we hope the guys who build our motors. Those are the Roush cars, and they've been running very well as well.
Talk about Elliott Sadler finishing 3rd in the Pepsi 400. You know, adrenaline is an amazing thing. As he came down to the checkered flag, he said going in turn 3, he got such a rush of adrenaline that he was going to finish 3rd at Daytona. He started trembling, just shaking, going in turn 3 and shook all the way to the checkered flag.
Wow. Not like he's not an excitable guy anyway.
But this place can do it to you.
Bill Elliott, haven't talked much about him. 6th place for that 9 car. 2-time Daytona 500 winner. Bill, solid run.
Solid run and a 14.5-second pit stop last time. Came in 12th and moved to the front with the help of that pit stop. Was a little bit tight, made the adjustment, but the thing here is the 9 car may be half a lap shy on fuel.
That'll hurt. Coming up on the 3/4 mark of the 44th Daytona 500, Sterling Marlin is out in front seeking a 3rd win in the Great American Race.